Hello, hello, happy Friday. I want to show what I picked up thrifting yesterday and then talk about something I've got coming up. A lot of you guessed that I would have fallen for the little rabbit figurine, and I sure did. I don't want to have a house full of 500 rabbits when I'm in my 80s, but I do really like rabbits, birds, and different little. I got this little duck here. I do like to have little figurines around, but I have to really love it to pick it up anymore because, like I said, I don't want thousands of them. But this little guy was so cute, and he's vintage. It's a Lefton. Only $2. Lefton was made in Japan. He even has his little original sticker here. And probably this guy is probably from the 50s or the 60s, if I made an educated guess. But I just thought he was really cute, and only $2. So he'll be sitting out for Easter. But I'm a cutie. I know it's silly, but I just felt really drawn to him. So I got that little guy, and then I ended up getting a couple books. Well, this one was $4, and it's from 1941. And it was in that little bin I was going through. And there were several things in there that I would have liked to have had, but I always try to limit myself and narrow it down to my favorite. So Story of Our Baby, isn't that really cute? And the illustrations, of course, are just gorgeous. And it's a little baby book. I mean, it has never been used, obviously, but it's to record everything. But look at the pictures. And they're all in the pinks and blues with little splashes of yellows. The pages are just pristine. And I really like it a lot. And then it's got this old price tag. It looked like it was in a store somewhere, like a resale shop store. This isn't its original price tag. And then there's this little picture in the back. So I think I got a kind of a good deal on it. The cover has some condition issues, but the pages are really, really pretty. And then I picked this up. Now, there's a little backstory to this. This is called The Black Hunter by James Oliver Curwood. It's from 1926. That's its copyright date. And it was $10, which is a little pricey for me when I'm looking for old books, but this one is really special to me because James Oliver Curwood is from the area I live in. If you want to look it up, the Curwood Castle. He was died actually in Owasso. He was a writer, and he mostly did like action adventure stories. And he went to the University of Michigan. And he built what's called the Curwood Castle here in Owasso, and he used it as his writing studio. And he actually never lived there with his family. He and his family lived across the river, and he went over almost daily to the Curwood Castle and used, like I said, as his writing studio. Now, I've found one other book by him in the local thrift shops. That was years ago. And I was really happy to find this book to add to my little Curwood collection, I guess. He actually he inspired and was it like over like 180 movies, I think, were either based on his novels or inspired by them. So he was a pretty big deal back there in the 20s, I think it was. But it was happy to find this book. And then I'm going to be making a paper dress. I always like to include a paper dress in my journals, and I got to keep going on that journal. This one I've pre-folded. I'm going to be doing something a little different with the paper dress I decide to put in that book. There's lots and lots of tutorials on how I make these little paper dresses, and I usually add a paper clip so it can be clipped onto a page. It'd be a page clip. So I'd like to film working on that. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. We don't really care much about Valentine's Day in this house, Mr. Vintage and I. Um, I, it's like a commercial holiday, and I don't like going to restaurants when they're all crowded, and I don't really care about flowers and candy and all that gaga goo goo stuff. We're not big on Valentine's, but if you celebrate, I hope you have a really good Valentine's Day tomorrow. And other than that, I think that's all. So have a really great Friday, a beautiful weekend, and take care.